As a Yuin woman, I wanted to begin by acknowledging that we're on the land of the mighty Gadigal, and thank you, Auntie Anne, for your welcome and acknowledgement of country. I was just doing the maths then that I think I first met you when I was 24, and so that was 27 years ago for those doing the maths, and Auntie Anne reflected about those that go before us, and I just wanted to acknowledge that you've got Aboriginal royalty. I know Wiradjuri are one-eyed, and Mark Heiss may or may not be the best looking in the room, but they're one-eyed and you're a big mob, but I just wanted to acknowledge, because particularly on nights like tonight, because there's some people who before us who had to do it so tough, and remember Commissioner Steve Gordon talking about getting thrown down the stairs at police stations, and I remember you told me once we've lost the ability to protest well, and advocate and agitate, and what you're here and being part of tonight is our opportunity to disrupt a bit of education, but I really wanted to acknowledge you and everything you've done, so thank you very much. So it's such an exciting and wonderful night tonight, and my job is to reflect on 2020 and then with Adam and Michael really be part of the graduation ceremony for our scholars. So thank you so much for attending tonight. It's so special to us, and the vision that James and Michael and Adam had so many years ago was to empower our young people through education. And I'm standing here as a prime example of that, and there's others in the room and others that can't be with us that are a great example of that. Here at Go, we believe there's 3 ingredients to success. Of course, there's financial assistance, but there's also access to opportunities that our mob don't have, as well as mentoring and other support that people need along the way. And so I want to really acknowledge the families in the room and the school participants and educators in the room, but importantly our ecosystem partners who really join with us on our vision on this and really acknowledge that and the friendships that we've made along the way. So the Go Foundation has not been immune to COVID, and what a challenging year that was. But in spite of that, we achieved a lot, and I just wanted to acknowledge some of those achievements. We've had to adjust and focus and keep things in perspective and take care of one another, just as so many in the room have. We've had our first PhD scholar, and we're so proud of Mitch, and you're going to hear about Mitch a little bit later. And we've also supporting another PhD scholar. We've changed as an organisation as well, and I wanted to acknowledge Sam Mostyn and her. We've transitioned chairs in the last 6 months, and you recently got an AO, and that's such an amazing achievement in terms of honouring across Australia the achievement that and the contribution and impact that Sam has. We've also had new Aboriginal staff. Mark and Ashley have joined us, which is fantastic, and joined the wonderful team. Yeah, they're great. Oh, Auntie Anne started the clapping when I said Mark, didn't you? We've had Mark and Ashley as well. And we're going to transition to our Indigenous CEO, and I wanted to really personally acknowledge and thank Shirley for all the amazing work and contribution that she's done, and we'll hear later from Michael about that transition. We've also had a new Go ambassador, Black Douglas, who's an artist who was in the Archibald Prize, and we're really proud of him, joining Anita Heiss, Brooke Boney and Dan Sultan as our ambassadors. We've had 600 scholarships, which is such an amazing achievement when you think about that, in Sydney, in regional New South Wales and ACT, and that's 60 schools and 6 universities, so we're so proud of that. With COVID, there was a lot of homeschooling, and I'm just so proud of everyone's achievements, and we've had 230 technology scholarships, so access to Wi-Fi and laptops, and some of the mob even went online and applied for jobs and got jobs using those laptops and Wi-Fi, so that's just how great our students are. We really had to think about mentoring, and culture is so important to everything we do at Go, and so we had to pivot and adjust, and really thank our friends at Twitter for going on live with Go Live, I think it was called, and how wonderful that was. We've got a Go queue, the queues for quarantine. We've got a very up-to-date website and newsletters that we send around. And we've also offered 24/7, through our partnership with Studiosity, 24/7 tutorial support to all of our students, and we really thank them as a partner, and Servian for our online portal. And then we couldn't do the big catch-up. Were you waving at me? I don't have my glasses on. Oh, you're Servian, are you? Hello, thank you. I can't see, but you're fabulous, thank you. And then lastly, we couldn't get together at the big catch-up, so we had to do that all online, and I really wanted to thank Accor and Encore for the work that they did in October for that. And for Mitch, Maddie, Natalie, Luke, Tanisha, and our wonderful patron-in-chief, Linda Burney, who zoomed in from Canberra.